stories that I can't explain. I leave my heart open, but it stays right here empty for days. She told me in the morning she don't feel the same about us in her bones. It seems to me that when I die, these words will be written on my stone, and I'll be gone, gone tonight. The ground beneath my feet is open wide. The way that I've been holding on too tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm, and time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broken inside. The story of my life, written on these walls, all the colors that I can't change. Leave my heart open, but it stays right here in its cage. I know that in the morning now I'll see us in the light up on a hill. Although I am broken, my heart is untamed still. And I'll be gone, gone tonight. The fire beneath my feet is burning bright. The way that I've been holding on so tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm, and time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broken inside. The story of my life, and I've been waiting for this time to come around. A baby running after you is like chasing the clouds. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm, and time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broken inside. The story of my life, the story of my life. love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch slowly dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you feel low.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, it was called yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line, I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry.
Before we commence the service, there's probably a dozen seats up here, a whole row, third row back, if any of you want to come forward, and a few over this side. Good. Yeah. We thought you'd be here forever, like the sun that sets and always rises, like the tide that leaves and returns, like the rhythm of the days that never falters. Now all the days we had are measured against the one that we lost. We hold them tight, but none outweigh the one we wish we could have back. If only time could bend, if only memories could hold you, if only forever meant what we thought it did. Shaun Vincent Walsh, better known to you all as Walshy, sadly left our world on the 25th of March 2025, and we gather here today to say goodbye and to celebrate his life. I warmly welcome you all this morning and thank you for your presence, your comfort and your support. Also to those who are unable to be with us and are joining us by live stream, welcome. My name is Delma Carpenter, and along with Jesse and his colleagues at Parkside Funerals, we thank you for giving us the opportunity for being part of Walshy's farewell today. A little housekeeping, if you haven't done so, now is a good time to turn your mobile phones onto silent. It's certainly never easy to attend the funeral of a loved one. To Walshy's family and those closest to him, there are no words that can truly ease the pain of losing someone so dear, especially when that loss was so unexpected. Walshy was that lovable larrikin who had a soft heart and would do anything for anyone. His absence leaves a space that cannot be filled, and we know how deeply you are feeling that loss right now. Though his time here was shorter than anyone hoped, the love and memories he leaves behind will never fade. Hold on to those memories, the moments of laughter and warmth of his presence in your lives. Grief is love that has nowhere to go, and in time that love will find its way with memories, with stories that you tell, and the legacy that he passed down, and the ways he shaped who you are. Please know that you're not alone in your sorrow. Those who knew Walshy stand with you, grieving the loss but also celebrating the life that he lived. May you find comfort in the love and support that surround you. Let's now take a look at Walshy's life as told to me by his family. It was in Burnie on April Fool's Day, the 1st of April 1974, when Julie and Vinnie welcomed their firstborn, a son, Shaun Vincent, into the world. Shaun had two younger siblings, Ashley and Vanessa. Walshy grew up in Burnie, a regular kid with a love for being on the move. School never really captured his interest. He attended Stella Maris, then Maris College, Burnie High and finally Helier College. But he would have rather been anywhere else than at school. While school wasn't his thing, sport and being around mates definitely was. Walshy loved playing basketball and football, not so much for competition, but for the social side of it. He thrived in the camaraderie, enjoyed the laughs and the bonds formed through the game rather than the wins and the losses. BMX racing was another passion, but perhaps one of the most unique aspects of Walshy's childhood was his involvement with the Burnie Fire Brigade Juniors and later the Seniors. Alongside his brother Ashley, they travelled all over Tassie and even to the mainland to run in the Fire Brigade competitions. As a young teenager, Walshy rocked a mullet haircut and had a deep love for heavy metal music. He loved to sing and dance, never shying away from putting on a show. His real passion was drumming, and he was part of a band. The band had big dreams of playing at events, but despite their best efforts, they never quite made it out of the basement. The moment Walshy turned 17 and got his licence, he was off, exploring wherever the road would take him. While at school, he worked part-time at Rolf Voss supermarket, and after leaving had many, many jobs. Walshy would leave one and always find another. He had a strong work ethic, and the family said that wherever he went, he thought he was the CEO, and never hesitated to call out co-workers if he thought they were dickheads. Walshy loved his 4 children, Alex, Chloe, Amelia and Bridie, understanding their differences and embracing them for who they were. He expressed his love and was often heard saying to them, "You don't know how much I love you." In 2011, he met Michelle, who became the love of his life and meant everything to him. Michelle had 2 children, Brenton and Callum, and while she took them in as if they were his own. It was a terribly sad time for Walshy in 2014 when his daughter Chloe died in a car accident. He never got over the heartbreak and carried the pain with him every day. Time moved on, and becoming a poppy to little Nina brought him immense joy, while she was looking forward to meeting Brenton and Emily's little baby in the near future. While she had a passion for Holden cars and motorsport, everyone knew not to call or visit when Bathurst was on. He was completely absorbed. He also loved playing 8-ball at the top of the town and was a skilled player at poker, competing in tournaments. As you can see from Walshy's coffin, he was a die-hard Essendon Bombers supporter. Fiercely passionate about his team, he never missed a chance to watch a game and cheer them on. And it's so lovely to see so many in red and black today. Walshy enjoyed a beer and a smoke, and if the beer was free, he'd drink even more. One time he even entered a nudie run just to win a carton of beer and cigarettes. But above all else in his life, Walshy's family was his world. Whenever he left them, his words were always the same: "Love yous." Our lovable larrikin had a soft heart, the kind of person to bring a room to life with his humour, yet be a shoulder to lean on when it mattered. He wore his emotions openly, never afraid to laugh, cry or speak his mind, but when the moment called for it, he could be as tough as they came. Nothing was ever too much trouble for him. He'd lend a hand to anyone who needed it without a second thought. Walshy had a gift for communication, able to sit for hours with the oldies, swapping stories about life, while just as easily connecting with young people. His sense of humour was sharp, and if he had something on you, you'd hear about it, always with a twinkle in his eye and a grin on his face. Walshy will certainly be missed. I'd like to share with you now a tribute from Michelle. Michelle says, "I wish I could see you one more time, to hear your voice, to hold you in my arms and to tell you I love you one more time. But our memories and the times we laughed and cried will be with me forever. I miss you so much already, my best friend, my soulmate. I love you with all my heart. Love, Michelle." I'd now like to invite Walshy's 2 girls, Amelia and Bridie, forward, and they're going to share some stories about their dad.
Dad, thank you for all the beautiful memories and for being the best father I could ever ask for. My heart has never felt so heavy, but I feel comfort in knowing you are now reunited with Clobo and at peace with her. I miss hearing your voice and seeing your handsome face. You were one of a kind, always lighting up the room, always ready with a joke. I look back at photos, admiring you and your life, and the way you looked at us kids with so much pride. You always made sure I knew how much you loved me, and I did the same in return. We often had competitions over who loved each other the most. I'll cherish those moments forever. I take immense pride in saying that I'm Walshy's daughter. I miss playing cards with you, dancing and singing along to music. I'll treasure the endless chats we had. Thank you, Dad, for everything. You touched so many lives. You lived life to the fullest, you lived life your way and to the fullest. I promise to continue making you proud. You will always be in my heart until we meet again. I love you. Like you always say, we got this possum.
Dad, Dad, it is hard to say goodbye. I never thought I'd have to do life without you. A piece of me is missing. I wish we had more time together. There was so much I needed to say. We had so many more memories to share. Your presence in my life meant more than I ever knew. You were a kind, loving father who had a heart of gold. I will miss that twinkle in your eyes and that special smile. I will cherish all the memories we have. I will remember all the life lessons you taught me. Without you, Dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You built a strong foundation no one can take away. I've grown up with your values, and I'm very glad I did. You worked so hard. Those strong working hands led me through life and helped me understand that life can be hard and sad, but through it all I had my dad. I'll remember how you made us laugh with your silly jokes. You always kept us amused with the stories you told. Your laughter will echo in the memories of everyone you loved. I will never forget singing the Bomber song with you, especially before bed. I find peace knowing you're reunited with Clobo. I hope you can hear me so I can let you know that you were and will forever be my superhero. So yes, today I'm full of sorrow, but I will smile a little more with each tomorrow. So please, Dad, go, be at rest, and know to me you were always the best. I love you so much, and I miss you every day. Until we meet again, love your baby, Bridie.
Thank you, Amelia and Bridie. It's not easy to get up and speak about somebody so close on a day like today. We do have some more tributes, but I think at this time we'll have the first of our photo presentation, some visual memories of Walshy.
Special people change. How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide, in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky. Wake up the dawn and ask her why. A dream, she never dies. Wipe that tear away now from your eye. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova. 'Cause people believe that they're gonna get away from the sun. But you and I, we live and die. The world still spins around. We don't know how many special people change, how many lives are living strange. Where were you while we were getting high? Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky.
Sure you would agree you could see mischief on Walshy's face right from a very young age. I'd now like to invite Ashley and Vanessa forward, and they're going to share a tribute with us.
As most know, Shaun and I have had a love-hate relationship over the years. Keep an eye on his cough and he might come up swinging in a minute, me up here talking, but I couldn't let him get off that lightly. More hate in the later years of life. Hell, my favourite nickname for him was Dickhead. Well, not quite, but something along those lines. Many of you have witnessed our run-ins over the years on various occasions. I can remember one year we was camping with family, camp set up in a big circle, and here was Shaun and I in the middle going for it. Yep, both disrespectful little shits. I'm sure quite a few of you have seen us in fine form at the pub. I went to walk into the beach hotel one night and someone said, "Your brother's in there," as if to say, "Oh shit, here we go again." Then the next day it would be a race to see who could tell Granny and Pop their side of the story first. Not that either of us could probably really remember it. Quite often the good old peacekeeper, Ashley, would have to step in and sort us out. I remember well when it was love. I was petrified to sleep alone in my own room, thanks to someone who used to hide under my bed and scare the crap out of me. So every night I'd ask one of them if they would swap. Shaun always would, even if his bed was next to the window. I had a motorbike accident once, and Ashley and Deanna had just left me at the hospital. They say they got kicked out, but, you know. Shaun was pissed off that they left me there, carried on a treat to Ashley and made sure he came straight down with Mum and Dad when we was talking about it. This the other day, Dad said it was a long drive to Smithton. Shaun 3 parts pissed, yapping all the way. He used to flog Granny cigarettes, and I'd have to stand guard and watch she wasn't coming when he was out the back smoking, in his Catholic school uniform, I might add. There were many ups and downs over the years, but at the end of the day, our relationship was what it was. And deep down, I guess he was one of my favourite dickheads. God, I hope he can't hear me. Anyway, all that aside, Shaun was loved by many. He loved to drink and smoke and party, and also had a love for tomato plants. But he was Shaun, certainly living life for a good time, not a long time. And please, for the love of God, if you go past the top of the town, call in and have a beer for Walshy. We all know how valuable of a customer he was. We need to save them from going belly up. Cheers, dickhead.
On behalf of Mum, Dad, Michelle, Amelia, Bridie and all the family, thank you all for coming to attend Shaun's funeral today. Growing up with a big brother, I guess you don't realise it at the time, but he's your first best mate. Playing football, cricket, basketball together as kids in the backyard, we raced BMXs together, got floggings from Mum together, and the odd punch up as well. A lot of you probably don't believe this, but Shaun was a skater boy growing up. The two of us even built a full-size half-pipe together in the backyard. Everyone come to ride on it. We were the coolest boys in town, but I could imagine what he'd say, call a skater boy today. As we got older, we were in the Burnie Fire Brigade running team and played football at Natone and Somerset. Shaun borrowed my WB ute one day. I said, no burnouts. 2 corners down the road, ute broke down. Broken axle. Only one way that happens, burnout. No, I didn't. Anyway, we got it home. He felt bad. He was in there helping me fix it. Went to drive the ute out of Mum and Dad's shed and ute wouldn't move. He was stressing out. He'd left the bloody socket jammed in the axle. He brought a pup home one day, Zach. Probably wasn't meant to, but told Dad it was for his Father's Day present. Later on, he got in trouble with something and was leaving home and went to take the dog. Dad said, no, you gave me that dog. So off he went with no dog. Wasn't long when he was back home. Mum made Dad go to parent-teacher at Hillier College for Shaun one day. His attendance was near 100%. Then one day, bang, went to near zero. Dad worked it out. It was from the exact day he got his first car. Hand over the keys, boy. Mum would have let him get away with it. Dad won a raffle, I believe, a heap of cartons of beer. So he had them stored under the bed. As he got to the back few cartons, there was only half carton empty ones left. Shaun and maybe myself may have been getting into them. Shaun took the boys, Alex, Jack, Wade and Brad, to the Nitro circuit in Devonport one day. They were about 10 or 12 years old. Shaun knew it was going to be chaos with the traffic. So when it had finished, they got back to the car, he opened the boot and pulled out 2 high-vis vests and told 2 of the boys to put them on. He sent them out to stop the traffic in both lanes so he could get out. He pulled out, the boys jumped in and off they went, and everyone beeping and going off at him. He told the boys, "I've got to get home and watch the Bombers." One night, me and Shaun was at home in the shed in the morning, about 3 in the morning, very drunk. We thought it'd be a great idea if I took him home on Brad's Pee-wee 54-wheeler. Me driving, Shaun on the back, a couple of travellers in hand, of course. Off we went. 5 minutes later, only 100 metres down the road, down comes Deanna, walking faster than we were moving. "What the hell are yous doing? Too drunk to drive home?" Shaun stayed at our house one weekend while we were away in Melbourne. Called him up to see how his first night went. "Yeah, all good." "Oh, I drunk your beer in the fridge." I said, "No worries, there's more in the shed." He went, "Oh, I've drunk them too." I'm sure we will have a story to tell about Shaun, and some we won't tell. He would be a pissed off bloke today because I know he would love to be here to have a beer with you all. Your heartache is over, mate. Rest easy, bro.
Thanks, Ashley and Vanessa. We now have a tribute now from our friend Wes Burns. Wherever you are, Wes. Oh, he's down the back here. There you go, Wes.
Well, that's going to be hard to top, Ashley. I worked on this all night. As you see, we're all wearing the Walshy tuxedo. That's why we're wearing our flannies. You love to wear a flanny while having a beer. I did name this speech. I named it Bloody Walshy. So if I start to tear up through this, which I will, I want you sort of call out Bloody Walshy, and that will stop me from crying. Okay? So, I've got to follow this, don't I? I'd just like everyone to look around at the moment, look behind you. Have a look behind you and look around. And obviously you can see how many friends and family that Walshy had. And just to think how many people that can't be here at the moment that's live streaming and how loved he was. Bloody Walshy. Righto, keep going. It's got me stuffed actually. Do you even actually knew Walshy? Because there's going to be no free beer after this, surely to God. So I don't know what you're here for. But actually there's one on the tab for you, Shell, at the top of town waiting for you. Your last beer on the tab. That pink credit card, we all seen it. So make sure you pay that one off for Walshy's last beer. Rightio, I've probably known Walshy for a good 20 odd years. I mean, that time myself and his mates and family could definitely agree on few things that sum him up, I hope. Walshy was a storyteller, a showman, a promoter, a joke teller, a professional pool player, he thought, a professional punter, the best forklift driver going, the best and greatest DFA player to ever walk, and if Essendon lost, he was definitely a bad sportsman. He was a master of many jobs, as we all know, but most of all, he was definitely a professional shit stirrer. And if any of you received a video message from Shaun of late, he would definitely put his hand up as a professional singer as well. A few tunes he used to pump out late at night, and there's plenty more I could say. He knew how to make people laugh, but also knew how to piss people off. But with that outrageous laugh that he had, you were back smiling again within minutes. This past week has been a bit of a blur for us all. We've all been waiting to see the little Sirion pull up, or we've been looking over our shoulder just to see Shaun walk in, just to tell us about his day. It wasn't always just about going to the pub for beers. Well, it kind of was. But it was also the mateship and the bonds formed. It was about the conversations we had. And we all shared things about life's dramas or family. And I could vouch for Shaun's opinions and guidance. It was often hard, but true. He didn't hold back. I think we all will hold memories of Shaun like that. Whereabouts are you, Rowan? You're not getting off lightly. Where are you, Rowan? I haven't spotted you that, Rowan. There you are. Rowan, as soon as Shaun knew you was coming down from the West Coast, he was like a big kid. He would tell us all we had to be there. "Oh, Rowan's coming down, come and have a beer." We only went there to watch you flog him on April. That's all we went there for. A few laughs. And it was also nice of you to bring that afternoon cake down for supper as well, Rowan. We really enjoyed your cake. That's another story for later, everyone. And I hope no one ate those cucumbers either, by the way, Rowan. It's another story too. Right, what have I stuffed up here? No, next page. He loved you, mate. He loved you dearly. Bloody Walshy. Bloody Walshy. Sunday school at Gary's was also a love of Shaun's, and I dare say there'll be a glass raised every Sunday for Sunday school, which he always normally got the old jugs on. After that, come up the top of the town for a beer, which we also loved to have. Shaun loved and adored all his children and family and partner Shell, and often spoke proudly of you all. Especially after a few beers and a few heated conversations, we got life things out of the way. But it was always that love he had for the kids and Shell. Jeez, you got the shakes up. Things won't be the same here without you, Shaun. You're going to be very missed and very loved along the way, and we're going to be there for the family if you need. All your mates and all your family will be there for you all. What else have I got? Is that it? I think that's about it. The jug's on, mate. The jug's on. Can't wait to see you again. Thank you.
Thanks, Wes. Bloody Walshy. As I mentioned before, and that we have another photo presentation, so we're now going to see some more visual memories of Walshy's life. Michelle and Julie and Vinny have asked me on their behalf to express their heartfelt thanks to you for being here with them to farewell Walshy. They would also like to thank emergency services and those in Stanley who were there for Walshy after the accident. It's comforting to the family to know that he was not alone. They would also like to thank friend Amy for her amazing support, and to all Walshy's mates who have been so supportive with their time and their help. We're sure you all have memories and stories of Walshy, so with this in mind, the family invite you to join them here at Parkside for refreshments and at the top of the town hotel from 1 p.m. for drinks and nibblies. I'd now like to invite family and close friends to come forward if they wish to say their own personal goodbye by placing a flower on Walshy's coffin.
If there's one thing in my life that's missing, it's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear waters. There's lots of those friendly people, they're showing me ways to go, and I never want to lose their inspiration. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. Well, I was born in the sign of water, and it's there that I feel my best. The albatross and the whales, they are my brothers. It's kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. Sometimes I don't care. I know it may sound selfish, but let me breathe the air. There's one thing in my life that's missing, it's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear waters. It's kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover.
come to the part of the service where we have to say goodbye. It's now time for the committal. Please stand if you are able. As much as there is a sunrise, there must be a sunset, and the rejoicing over birth will one day become the tears of loss. This is a journey that we must travel, and right now it's a journey our dear Walshy must take. Lovingly and tenderly we commit the body of Shaun Vincent Walsh to the purifying elements and ultimately to Mother Earth, from which all things come, unto which all things in life return. Be free, be strong, be happy with who you have been. Know that you'll be mourned and missed more than you could ever dreamed, that no one can replace you, and that you are loved and beloved beyond form, our gift for such a little while. It's in our arms you belong, but go and be our free spirit, rejoice and be glad in your freedom to explore all that lies ahead. Travel safely with our love to the arms of the angels, which is closer than you know. We love you and we have you in our hearts forever. So until we hear your voice in the breeze when it whispers, you are not alone, or when you reach and take our hands to meet again, our dear Walshy, goodbye.
See the bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the bombers fly up, the other teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the bombers fly up. Premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the bombers fly up, the other teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the bombers fly up. See the bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the bombers fly up, the other teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the bombers fly up. Premiership flag. Our boys who play